Greetings everybody, I am Lobo and welcome out to episode 71 of my Minecraft survival series. And based on where we are today, I'm guessing some of you guys can figure out what we're going to be doing. And in fact, we've been talking about for the past several episodes how we need a guardian farm. I think it's about time we go ahead and make one. So the first thing I'm going to do is collect our reward for actually clearing this place out a while back now. It's been a while. I'm going to take these gold blocks down, put them somewhere safe. And in the meantime, I guess I'll talk to you guys about what I've been doing in between episodes. I've been collecting resources. I've got a ton of glass, and I get that through villager trading because, you know, I'm too lazy to actually take my shovel out to the desert and dig away. You know, I'm very much a homebody, and I'm very much at home talking to villagers in our city. So that's what I've been doing. I've also collected a ton of oak wood and other resources that we're going to be using out here. And I've also set up this regeneration beacon. And this thing is key. This thing should come in handy because, as you know, these guardians are kind of a nuisance out here. They like to, you know, shoot lasers into your face. So if we can get one guy to hit us right on the jaw with that laser, you know, we can test out our regeneration beacon. I'm trying to do a demonstration here. Right on the jaw. Come on. And hopefully, come on. Yeah, that was nothing. That was nothing. So I think with the regeneration beacon going, we should be good for this build. Ah, I almost left gold. That would have been bad. All right, so now I think we got everything. I think we got all 8 pieces of gold. Now, resource gathering is actually not finished. One thing we're going to need is a whole bunch of soul sand. So that means I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time in the Nether. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Not really. Wrong way. I tried to go the wrong way on you guys. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run this stuff home first because I'm not going to carry our gold blocks and all that stuff throughout the Nether. But we are prepared. That's not to say we're not prepared because we got a ton of fire resistant potions. We are prepared for this. You guys know how much I hate the Nether, how nervous I get. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run these gold blocks back home, put them somewhere safe, and yeah, I'll meet you back here in the Nether in just a few, and we'll go and collect the remainder of our resources for today's build. So let's play this smart. We know we're not going to need an axe in the Nether. We know we're not going to need our trident. And I just want to try to, you know, I want to try to play it safe for once. I want to try to be smart about this for once, just in case, you know, something bad does happen. Just in case, you know, some wither skeletons, you know, just ambush us, or, you know, a ghast knocks us off of something into some lava and I start panicking and forget about the fact that we have like 5 bajillion fire resistance potions on us. You know, I just want to play it smart just in case and save as much as we can. But I think we're just about ready to go, and I believe there's an exit out into the, yeah, I think this way. I think this way is an exit out into the open Nether area. Oh, I hate this so much. Oh, hi. Hi. What a way to start off. Maybe we can get this guy before he sees us. Maybe. Oh, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. And this is another good sign. Look at all this soul sand that we just came across. We just have to make it down there. It's a little precarious, it looks like. But I think we can do it if we make our... Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's get rid of this guy first because he's going to make it... He's good. But not good enough. All right, let's go ahead and make it down there. There's a lot of soul sand down there. Yeah, this is perfect. This is just perfect. I don't think we're gonna have to spend as much time in the Nether as I thought we were going to, because I think we have all the soul sand that we're going to need in this one area. I'm gonna see if it's enough to fill up my inventory, and yeah, then we can go ahead and make our way back home. Yeah, I don't know why I was so worried about this. And it just keeps going. There's plenty here if we need to come back from... Oh, that was so rude. Did you see what the ghast did to the pigman? You cannot treat pigmen like that, Mr. Ghast. Okay, you need to learn a lesson. You cannot do that to people. That's so... Oh, I was so braced for impact right there. I thought that was going to get us. I did think that was going to get us. Okay. Okay, let's get back to work. And lastly, in terms of preparation, I believe if we surround this heart of the sea with nautilus shells, that will give us a conduit. And if we surround that conduit with prismarine, wherever we place it, that will give us superpowers. At least that is what I have been led to believe. So let's go ahead and try this thing out, because, you know, you guys have played along with me. I haven't done this yet. I haven't used a conduit. You've pretty much seen all my experimenting around and stuff like that throughout the episodes. If I do anything new, I usually show you guys. So let's go ahead and place one of these down, and we'll see if we can figure out how to get this thing to work. I think we want to put it like towards the center, and I guess the center would be right here. So we'll just go ahead and put it under the floor right there beneath the, like vertically down from the decorative roof of the monument, and hopefully that gives us enough coverage. And we'll see if I can do this right. So I know, I know that we're going to need some room around it, some space to work, because it needs to be surrounded by water, and then that water needs to be surrounded by Prismarine or some kind of Prismarine variant. So let me go ahead and get this thing in. These guardians are a nuisance, but that should be a low level out conduit right there. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. And we got a trophy for that, which is awesome. But it is a low level conduit, and I believe to make it a more powerful conduit, we continue to surround it with prismarine. These guardians are really, 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 really annoying. So let's go ahead and surround. Oh, see, you made me break my conduit. That's so rude. So rude. And I believe if we wrap this thing around one more time, that will bring our conduit up to full power. And that is such a cool block. I love that thing. And now we have conduit power, which is awesome. I think that gives us the ability to breathe underwater, correct? To breathe underwater, to have like this awesome night vision, and I think it lets us even break blocks faster. And we got another trophy, free diver. Unfortunately though, the conduit does not improve my accuracy. You can't ask for everything, right? So let's go ahead and talk about what I know about ocean monuments and about guardian farms specifically, which is not a whole lot, because I've actually never built a guardian farm. I've never, you know, just haven't. So the center point of our monument is going to be right here in this little 2x2 area beneath our decorative roof. And then the guardian spawnable area is this entire floor right here, which is basically a 58 by 58 square. So this entire floor, like if it was filled with water, would be spawning guardians. And that is including like the area in our courtyard over here. Like if we were to break out a wall right here, and just imagine the floor went all the way across, from the floor up would be spawnable area for guardians. And that goes up vertically, I believe, about 23 or so blocks to basically the top of the monument. That's the area that these guardians could spawn in, and we're going to try to utilize as much of that as we can in this farm. So as you may have guessed, we're going to be building a variation of Cubfan's Guardian Farm from Hermitcraft Season 6. You probably like already made that connection when I started collecting all the soul sand. But there are going to be some changes that we're going to make, because, you know, I can't just leave well enough alone. Of course, you know me. You guys have been watching. So the changes that we're going to make, firstly, they're going to make this build much harder on me. And secondly, they may even reduce the efficiency of the farm. And let me explain, before you guys look at me like I'm crazy, which you're probably already doing, let me explain why I'm doing that. It's because we're going to actually be building here. This is going to be an extension of our city, or of Wolfen's laboratory, to be more precise. Will you stop that, please? So we're going to be building something here. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to build. Oh man. Because the thing is, once I tell you, I'm pretty much obligated to build it, and you know, my plans may change as the series drags on. I don't want to tell you guys something. Stop. Come on, I'm trying to talk to people here. This is incredibly dangerous. So yeah, I mean, there's reasons why I'm going to be changing up the design, and I'll talk about the changes I'm going to make. But let me go ahead and get some food on my hotbar for the moment, and we'll just go ahead and get rid of these guys so I can get a floor in here, and maybe I'll go somewhere safer and talk to you. Maybe that would be a slightly better idea. Just go away. So one major change that we're going to be making, and probably the biggest change that we're going to be making, is we're not using a 100% soul sand floor. We're going to be actually putting our soul sand in the floor in a pattern like this. And the reason for that is, well, basically that Java is the only edition of Minecraft where mobs will spawn in bubble columns. And what I want from this farm is I want this to be a much more universal design. So we're going to be putting the soul sand in a pattern like this. I know like most of the variations of this farm that have been done on other editions, they use soul sand in a checkerboard pattern, but putting the soul sand in like this will actually improve that, I think, because they'll give you more spawning spaces for your guardians to actually spawn, and it shouldn't take them that much longer to find their way to the soul sand walls, basically, because, you know, they'll spawn on like over these solid platforms right here somewhere. And then the second they start to pathfind, whether they go, you know, north, south, east, west, they will very shortly find themselves in the bubble columns getting shot up to the top. And this will ensure that happens quickly, effectively, and it'll also make sure that, you know, we're getting a pretty good number of guardians spawning inside of this farm. At least hypothetically, much more than we would be getting if we did like a checkerboard pattern. But we will test that out. We will see how it works in the courtyard right here, because the courtyard of this guardian farm, or of this ocean monument, actually gives us a perfect testing ground to experiment around a little bit, because we're open to the surface here. Excuse me. These guys, they're so annoying. Let me go ahead and get rid of this guy, and then I'll put the rest of my soul sand in, and then we'll back up and we'll see if this actually works. So as you can see here, the bubble columns rocket the guardians up to the top, where they're messing with Squidward. You need to stop that. Leave him alone. Squidward, you might want to get out of here. You might want to go on that way. It's safe over there. Learn a little lesson from your friends that perished at this spot. Wow. These guardians have been going at it with these squid, haven't they? I've been doing my best to protect the squid, I have, but at the same time, you know, I can't let these ink sacs go to waste. Oh my gosh, there was a massacre while I was under that floor. If you were wondering why I was collecting so much glass, it's for the reason that I want to keep the squid safe. I do not hurt passive mobs. I do not like to see passive mobs get hurt. So we're actually going to be keeping these squid safe by keeping them out of the farm. And keeping the guardians in the farm. So what I was planning on doing is basically turning this thing into, I guess, a big aquarium. It's not really supposed to be an aquarium, but essentially that's what it's going to be, because we're going to surround this entire farm in a wall of glass that's going to go up to about right here, just below the surface. And the reason for that is, the reason why I wanted to stop below the surface is because I do not want the farm to be visible from above the water, or at least, like, you know, really apparent from above the water, because we are going to be building a structure above this farm. Number one, because I enjoy my structures, you guys know that. Number two, because it will reduce sky access to this area, theoretically leading to more spawns. And there's other efficiency reasons why I want to build structures and put full blocks up higher as well, but I'm not gonna get into them because I'm not sure if my information is 100% accurate, and I don't want to give you guys any false information. But what I'm gonna do is get a little sample of this farm built in right here, because this is like the perfect place to actually build a sample of this farm out, and we can see if this is actually going to work for us, you know, on the whole, before we actually get started building and putting a whole bunch of blocks in. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that the soul sand pattern that we chose for our bubble columns is more than sufficient, because having all these guys bobbing up here on the surface, yeah, it actually made it really hard to get up here to do my resupply. But I think we're gonna go ahead and cut off our jacuzzi jets for a little bit temporarily. We're gonna remove them because we have to do some building in the water, and this would just make it ridiculously hard if we had all these things going at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff built in here, and of course I cannot pass up this ink. I am so sorry for your loss, squid. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff built in here, and then we'll discuss more about what's going to be going on here. Hello. So let's go ahead and jump forward a little bit. I've got a little sample area kind of made in here, and there's just a few more things we need to do. First of all, we need to go ahead and start putting our water streams in here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the reason why I kind of jumped ahead like this is because I don't want this video to act as a tutorial, because it's not. Right now, like, we're doing some experimentation, making sure that, you know, the variation of this farm that we're doing is actually going to work in our world. And there is the chance that it could go horribly, horribly wrong. So I don't want, you know, anybody to be misled thinking this is, you know, some kind of tutorial video. But if you do want the link to the real tutorial, like, you know, Cupfan's tutorial for his Guardian farm, I will put that in the description in case you're curious and want to build something like this for yourself. I will, you know, I am going over like changes I've made though, like variations on that, like of the actual farm. I am going over the changes I've made. For instance, we are going to have these water streams right here lead down towards the center of the farm. So basically what's going to happen, this dirt that we're standing on is going to be removed. The bubble columns will shoot our guardians up into this water stream, which is going to flush them down into the center of the farm. And this is where we're going to do whatever we do with the guardians to get their drops. That's all going to happen right here. I don't know what that is yet. I don't know what we're going to do, what kind of mechanisms we're going to use yet. But, you know, that's something to figure out. But what I want to do is make sure this little sample area is working. So let me go ahead and, you know, clear out a little bit of space here. We'll get rid of all the dirt. We'll put our soul sand back in and give this thing a quick test run. All right, so all the dirt has now been removed. I'm just collecting it right now. And all the space that was dirt should now be water. Since we're surrounded by water, the ocean should have filled in all those empty spaces, making them source blocks, which it did for the most part, except for right here. But I think to get this, like if we just get rid of this line of glass right here, that should be enough to make the ocean fill in that last little section beneath these fence posts and make all those source blocks as well, because we need those to be source blocks in order to run our bubble columns up through them. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Then we'll just replace the glass and replace the soul sand and give this thing a quick trial run. That may actually be easier said than done because, yeah, I just get harassed down here. Like, this is just ridiculous. You need to go away. This is just horrible right now. Yeah, I came down here, I wanted to start putting in the soul sand, but like the second I set foot under here, I've just been getting attacked non-stop. Wow. I didn't know there were 3 of you. Okay, and go away. Ow. Just, another one. 2 more. Oh, he's got forks. Okay. Okay. Wow. Is it over now? I hope it's over now. It does not appear to be over. Yeah, you need to just, it's never going to end. The soul sand is now back in, and this serves as our proof of concept that this is going to work, because this guy looks like he's even trying to fight the current and he's not able to. He just gets washed down there and goes right down the hole into, well, into the monument, basically. So my safe area is actually no longer safe because we've been washing guardians into it. Now this guy hanging out on the wall right here, he's nothing to worry about because the wall is going to be gone. The entire ocean monument is going to be gone. So there's going to be nothing to cause these guys to get hung up here. But now what I need to do, we got another one going in. We can watch him. We can watch him. He's definitely trying to fight it. He is definitely fighting the current. Will he succeed though? That is the question. He will not. He goes exactly where he's meant to go. Perfect. So yeah, now my little safe space down there is filled with guardians though. So I need to go and clear that out. Well, now we have a strong suspicion that this farm is going to work and it's going to suit our needs. Hopefully, because yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put that entire top section in, at least as much of it as we can, because I'm guessing it's gonna take a while because this thing is going to be huge. So yeah, let me call Watchdog out here and we'll put on a bit of music and let's get to work on this part of the farm at least. Well, we got all of our, we got all of our grass and dirt in here now. We've got our glass walls up. We've got guardians attacking us. And once I get these last few glass in here for the ceiling, we will have effectively sealed ourselves in. Perfect. Now there's no escape. But yeah, we still have a lot of work to do in here. We still have to get this whole thing drained out. We still have to put in our fence gates and all that stuff. And the thing is, this actually took longer than I was expecting. And also, I checked the video, what we've recorded so far. And this video is actually going to be running a little bit long if we do anything else, and I also probably won't be able to get it out on time. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is call it here, but we will be back here next episode. I'm not going to do that thing where I, jump to another project, kind of alternate to keep things fresh. I want to continue working on this. So this guy has dirt for me. He's trying to give it to me. Oh my. Anyway, yeah, I want to continue working on this and get some more progress done in here, because we got a lot of work to do. This is going to be a big project. Yeah, I think once I get this dirt from this guy, we're probably going to call it for today. Can I have? Just give me the dirt. Just stop it. Okay, you know what? You can keep it. You can keep it. So I think that is going to be it for us today. As I said, we will be back here again next episode. But if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.